They said 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So at night, they're still there. Now during the day, especially around the times that on the half hours when they do the changing of the guard, there's usually large crowds, especially during the summer. The interesting thing about the large crowds is they're very noisy until it comes up to time when you're supposed to be silent. But if you get noisy enough, the guards will approach and they will say something to you. And it's not a pleasant experience. They say things like "you're a disgrace" to June and things like that. So it's 365 days a year. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter the weather. Okay. Stay right there. Next. Go back. Okay. Okay. This is during Hurricane Sandy. You remember hearing about Hurricane Sandy? They were told that they could stand down and not go on duty because of the hurricane that was hitting the East Coast. And they told their superior officers with all respect, no thank you. So whether his face is wet from sweat or from rain or whatever, he's very, very steadfast in his duty. So it's always been amazing to watch. Okay, so now let's talk about a few people who would be really neat, perhaps, to have them tell us in their own words what their stories were, what it was, the choice that they made so we can recognize them as being steadfast. Anybody know who that is? Captain Moroni. Okay. Joan of Arc. What a story she must have, right? Abraham Lincoln. Okay, we talked about that. Abraham Lincoln. Corrie ten Boom. Very good. Who's read The Hiding Place? All right, Corrie ten Boom. Just amazing examples of steadfastness and steadiness and staying the course, holding your ground, standing your ground. Thank you for your time, and I want you to think about, as you go throughout your activities, holding your ground, being steadfast and firm. All right, so I'll turn the time over to our leaders.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Okay, so, first of all, if you've noticed, the chairs are set up in 4 groups. These are your groups for the night, okay? There are 4 stations that you will be rotating to. I'm going to separate you in groups, and you have to remember your group number, okay? This one right here, this is group 1. This is group 2. That's group 3, right in the back. And that's group 4. Okay, now pay attention for the rest of this. Okay, everybody's going to get one of these stones, and we'll let you come up slowly to get them, so not like we don't trample everyone, that would be bad. Everyone is going to come up and get a stone. Once you have your stone, you can come and get a Sharpie. They're on this table behind the computer right here. Okay, you get a Sharpie, and here's what you do. This stone is your burden. You need to think of something that's hard for you, yeah, sure. Okay, so here's a stone. It's your burden. This is yours, and yours alone. You need to think of something that is hard for you, a trial, an obstacle, something you're dealing with right now. It can be you're having a hard time in school. It's really hard for you to get through schoolwork every day, or whatever it is with school. It could be you have a hard family life, or a lot of people, or even just one person in your family is sick a lot, or you're sick a lot. It could be you feel like you aren't enough, or maybe you think maybe you're sad and lonely all the time because you don't have very many friends. Okay? It has to be yours. It has to be specific to you. And it has to be personal. It's your burden. Okay. You're going to write that on the stone. You don't have to write it if you don't want it to be seen. You have to label the stone in your mind if you don't want to write it. Okay? And write your name on it. on the stone with a Sharpie. Okay, then you're going to carry it around. Whichever hand picks up the stone, when you first pick it up, that is the hand that is going to hold it the whole time, and you cannot put it down. You can use two hands to hold it. You can hold it any way you want, whether it's like this or like, I don't know, whatever, yeah, on your face, down center. You just have to hold it in one hand the whole time. You have to be holding it the whole time. And you can, if you're sitting down, you can rest it in your lap, whatever. You have to be holding it with one hand, yes.
So when we write on it, we hold it in our left hand and write on it and switch it to our right hand?
Yeah, well, for that part, that doesn't matter. As long as, like, right after you're done writing it, then you have to hold it in the hand that you picked it up with for the rest of the time, okay? Any questions about that? Yes?
Can we carry someone else?
You can help them carry it as long as they're holding it.
We're not giving instructions.
Okay. Well, you're not, okay.
There's no real instruction on that part.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. Okay, so we're gonna do in sections. Section number 1, come grab your stones.